sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they saw some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to about the 37. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Now Jones.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. The Eagles at 9-2 to start play. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. In one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Set, ready. Set.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this down. On second down, Gay. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gay. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Gay. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Ready.
On 1st down, Gay, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the... On third down. Gay. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have regained the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Jones now going to throw on third and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
He's got a man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title, and you're
into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
This is caught.
And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hey.
From the gun, it's Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jalen Hurts
scoring on the 2-yard keeper as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready? 19 right.
On 1st down, Hurts.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. and we know they'll be here before you know it.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
This time they stay on the ground. And some room to work. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Ready. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
That's taken on the 25. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hurts. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defense. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Hey, no steal.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
From Viking territory now, they come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right.
Bateman's got it on the crossing route here.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Here we go. Here we go.
On second down now. Gay looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. That's complete, left side to Bateman.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Jones.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second down and goal. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now a handoff up the middle. Gay. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Jones throwing on fourth down. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Come on, set. Right, 97. Set.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Gay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. The 40. Past the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Will that score you just added on the board will energize them? Or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game. Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position now more than ever is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Here's Jones on first down. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Touchdown, Eagles!
Quez Watkins with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle to Smith.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Gay, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Jones. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 20, 10, 5, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
Quick slant here to Smith.
He's at the 40, 20. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. On first down, Gay. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation.
He's got him in, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown. A great play there. An even 90 yards.
And the Vikings are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Minnesota, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.